You're watching LWT.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black.
And we've got some lovely surprises for some lovely people here tonight. But first, I want to talk about collecting. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to come round with me hat, all right? A friend of mine collects chamber pots. She's got over 200. I mean, you could say she's potty about potties. No, it wasn't that funny, was it? And there's a certain man sitting here, right here in our audience tonight, and he collects badges. Yes, badges. Surprise, surprise, it's you, Steve Rizal. Where are you, Steve? Where are you, Chuck? Yes, it's you I'm talking about, sweetheart. Come down and join me, please, on the Cilla sofa. There you are, Steve. You sit down there. Ooh. Well, it was your dear wife, Donna, up there who wrote and told me all about you. Because you do collect badges, don't you?
Yes, I certainly do.
How long have you been collecting badges?
Quite a few years now.
Well, your dear wife says that she loves you dearly, and you're very brave, and you're always caring for other people. And quite recently, you were Hero of the Month in your local paper.
Yes, that's right.
Now tell us about that. How did you get Hero of the Month award?
I do, as you said, various charity work for our local hospital, for the baby unit.
Well, tell us about the time when you were sweeping up the roads and you saw this lovely old lady, but she'd collapsed in her drive, hadn't she?
That's right. She was laying on her pathway, torrential rain, and it was during the ambulance strike, and we phoned the local hospital, which they said they couldn't tell how long a police vehicle could arrive. So just to make her comfortable, which I did, I took off the big coat that I had, kept her dry, and about an hour later, the police arrived, and we got her off to hospital, and she had a broken hip.
Oh, she did. Oh, well, Steve, we need more heroes like you, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? We do. You collect badges, and we've made our very own, just for you, our very special Hero Award. Surprise Hero, look at that. And you can add that to your collection, because it's only one of its kind, you know. Wear it with pride, all right, Steve? Now, there's a certain other badge that you're longing to get, but you can't get it because, well, you're over the hill. Yes, you are. I was going to say that, but there's no other way. You're over the hill for this badge. Tell everybody what badge you covet.
The Blue Peter badge.
Oh, bless him. Bless his little cotton socks. And yes, you are too ill, because I believe you have written to the Blue Peter Studios. And
yes, I have.
You've been turned down.
Yeah.
Well, we won't let anything like that stop us here on Surprise, Surprise, because we've written to the Blue Peter Studios as well. We pulled out all the stops, and surprise, surprise, you are going to get that Blue Peter badge right here and now. And here to present that badge to you is the Blue Peter lady herself, Valerie Singleton. Come in, Val.
done. Many congratulations, Steve.
Thank you.
Are you thrilled?
Oh.
Yes, I am.
Well done, Steve. Now, where are you going to put that badge? Please.
It'll be worn on my uniform for work and then added to the rest on the scrolls that I've got.
Great.
Well, keep up the good work. Keep up the good
Yes.
charity work, especially for the baby unit where you live. It's been wonderful to meet you, and it's our special thanks to you, Valerie, for presenting that special Blue Peter badge.
Oh, that's nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve and Valerie Stingleton. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Valerie. Well, now, somewhere in a pub in Welsh Wales is a man celebrating not only his 40th birthday, but also his 14th wedding anniversary. His name is Paul Restall, and he's a bit of a practical joker, and I do believe he's somewhere there. Oh, there he is, look. Well, I'm going to give him a ring and see how he reacts when the joke's on him. Oh, it's a long number. It's Wales, you see. Ring it out.
Good day, Sleep Morriston. Sean Rees speaking. How can I help you?
Well, hello, sweetheart. Can I speak to Paul Restall,
You certainly
please?
can, Cilla.
Oh,
One
thanks.
moment.
How do we know it was...
Telephone for Mr. Restall. Paul?
He's been rehearsing this, that fella, hasn't he?
Is it on the loudspeaker? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Well, I'm very well. I'm fine. How are you,
I
Paul?
don't believe it.
Yes, believe you better believe it. Surprise, surprise. It's Cilla here.
Hello, Cilla, how are you?
Can you see me on the screen there?
Yes, I can see you, Cilla.
Oh.
You look wonderful.
Oh, thank you, dear. I wish I could say the same for you. No, you look wonderful. You look wonderful. First of all, Paul, happy birthday to you.
Thanks very much.
And indeed, more important, a happy wedding anniversary to you and your wife, Kathy, there.
Yeah, marvellous. I ate 12 red roses this morning. I know what I'd like to do with them now.
Don't do it just yet.
I can't get at it yet, Cilla.
Well, it's a good thing, Paul. I've heard that you're a bit of a practical joker, Paul.
Now and again, yeah.
Now and again. Well, I'll tell you, when your friend Carol was 40, you stuck posters all over the village telling everyone how old she was.
Well, I don't know where you got that from, but go on, I'll go along with it.
Is it right?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Shame on you, Paul. And is it also true you followed her around when she was wearing a new expensive winter Angora coat, barking at her and shouting, "Get that dog off me!" Paul, it's a wonder you've got any friends left.
It's all still after this show, I can see.
Well, I think you're wonderful, a great practical joker. And Paul, I have to say, you have blabbed your friends' ages to all the village, and I'm now going to blab yours to the nation. So, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Restall is 40 years old. Oh, look at that, little Britain from the studio. And I have to say, Paul, you don't look a day over 50. Don't you dare say anything more about me.
I love you very much.
Oh, that's nice. Well, as an extra surprise, Paul, here's a favourite of yours, and indeed the whole nation here. She's got a very special surprise tribute just for you. One of your very own, Ruth Maddock. Come in, Ruth.
Boy. Hello, Cilla.
Hi, Ruth. You've got a very special ode to our Paul, haven't you?
Indeed, I have. Now, Paul, I hope you're ready for this, because I've written you a little ode. All right, Harry boy?
Anything tonight,
Right, here we go. It was 40 years ago today that Paul Restall was born. He lay there burping in his cot, all red and wrinkled, forlorn. His mother held him in her arms. The midwife said,
He's cute.
his mother said, you need glasses, love. He's an ugly little brooch. Paul's been a joker all his life. It's always been his wont. When they took him to be christened,
He did a whoopsie in the fun.
Now you're over 40, I'm afraid, Paul, and all your friends have made a fuss. So, on behalf of Cilla and myself, please, have a drink on us. Oh, happy birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Paul. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And Ruth, what can I say? That was absolutely fabulous. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Restall and the lovely Ruth Maddock. Well, now, I need the help of 2 volunteers. Now, who wants to help me? Who's going to volunteer? Put your hands up if you want to volunteer. Oh, nobody's putting their hands up. What about you, Chuck? Would you like to volunteer? What's your name for a start?
Violet.
Oh, Violet. Oh, Vi. Aye, Vi. Oh, Vi, I'm asking questions here. I mean, can you do a bit of singing or a bit of dancing? Have you ever done that?
Oh, yes. Years ago, though.
You have?
Yes, years ago.
Oh, years ago. It doesn't matter. You're my woman. Come on, Vi. Come on, Vi. Come with me. You're my first volunteer, Vi. You're my first volunteer. And I need another volunteer. I need another volunteer, Vi. I need another volunteer. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello. What's your name, sweetheart?
Monica.
Hello, Monica. Now, do you sing or dance at all?
No, I dance.
You dance? You're my woman. Oh, come on, Monica. Come on, join Vi. Come and join us on the Cilla sofa. Come on, girls. Oh, look at that. Vi and Monica. What do you think? There's the audience out there.
Wonderful.
Isn't it wonderful? Yeah. You don't know what I want you to do yet, do you? Well, I'm in dire straits here, I have to say, Vi and Monica. I'm in dead stuck. I am. Because, you see, an old friend of mine back in the 60s was going to come on the show and do a song, you see. And then he dropped a bombshell. He said, I need a couple of backup singers.
Oh, yes.
Yes. What, you can't sing? Oh, you'll do for him, don't worry. Can you do a little bit of movement?
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, that's all right, you see, because Vi, you can sing, can't you, and dance?
Well, I used to. I mean, a bit croaky now.
Now, my very good friend, he's got a lovely song to sing. And he is one of the big, big stars from my heyday in the 60s. And I'm talking about you're going to be backup singers and dancers to his song, all right? And I'm talking about the one and only Freddie Garrity of Freddie and the Dreamers, ladies and gentlemen. Come in, Freddie. There he is.
Hello, bye.
Monica.
Do you know something? I just realised who they look like. Pants people.
You'll have a little rehearsal with our Freddie and you'll bring them back later, won't you?
I will bring them back wonderfully well and ready to dance.
Oh, lovely. Look after them. Ladies and gentlemen, Vi, Monica and the lovely Freddie. See you later. Well, now, not long ago, I went across the sea to Ireland and I popped into Blackpool in Cork to do an Irish jig and to surprise a very special granny. Surprise, surprise, Kitty! Come out here. Come out here, Kitty, so we can see your lovely friends.
How are you? I look at you every Friday and Saturday night.
You do indeed. Well, Kitty, you're just as
Don't tell me
famous.
you're going to put me on this is your lot. This is man. We're not looking for any men.
No, you're not on blind date, Kitty. No, you're on surprise.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, Kitty, tell me, is it true that you're famous around here in Blackpool for your Irish step dancing? I mean, can you still do the high kick?
Kick, I can put up as
Oh, yeah, well, that's right. That is high, Kitty. Now, would you mind...
For a woman of 78. And I can take it back as well.
Can you... Oh, there it goes. It's gone back. Well, what I want you to do for me, because I know you've won trophies in step dancing, haven't you?
Yeah, but that was very
And I know you used to go around with your family every Christmas to the hospitals and entertain them.
Aren't they great blackguards? They never told me you were coming now. Wait till I see one.
Well, everybody here in County Cork thinks you're an absolutely wonderful lady, and we thought that we should see your step dancing on Surprise. Oh, isn't this wonderful? Good morning, girls. Good morning, Now, I hope you don't mind us interrupting you having your hair done, do you? No. Because you see, our Kitty is going to do the step dance. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Yes, and I hope the boss doesn't mind. Oh, Mick, let's have a word with you, Mick.
Hello, Kitty. Hello, Cilla.
Oh. Now, Mick, you don't mind us using your hairdressers like this?
No problem. Kitty comes in every day to say hello to me.
Now, Kitty, you're going to do this step dance, but you're going to need a little bit of music, I think.
Oh, yes.
What have you got for us, Mick?
Well, we have Larry Williams on the box to play a bit of music.
Oh, Larry, well, take it away in your own time. Good luck, Kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
Kitty, I've enjoyed it immensely today, and everybody thought that you deserved the special surprise bouquet of the day for being fabulous. Wasn't she great? Yeah. God bless you.
Thank you, Cilla.
I must dash now because I'm going to surprise somebody else.
Who are you?
Yes, ta-ra, Kitty.
Thank you.
See you on the telly. Ta-ra! Just through there, a radio show is about to start, but what they don't know is I am going to interrupt it.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to 245 Live with Alan Short. This afternoon from the Arcade Ballroom, we have a special show because we have a home and away show, a show that we've designed to try and link up people who have relatives and friends abroad who they haven't seen for many years. And
Alan, surprise!
be still my beating heart, Cilla. You are looking wonderful. Well
Thank
done.
you, dear. But I'm sorry to interrupt you like this, but did I hear you correctly? You're doing a programme about families abroad.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking to people from Cork who have families and friends abroad who they haven't seen for many years.
Oh, wonderful. Well, could I pinch one of your guests, please?
You're going to do the show? Oh, great.
Well, not all of it, no, but surprise, surprise, I'd like to talk to you, Eileen.
Thanks.
I would. Come down here, sweetheart. Now, Eileen, I must tell you right from the start, I've had a most moving letter from your daughter, Phyllis. Tell me all about you. And she's been saying that you've had a terrible time of it recently, because just last year, I mean, you lost your dear husband, Garrett. I mean, just a few months short of your 40th wedding anniversary, is that right? Now, I know you've got family over in New Zealand, and indeed your Joseph came over for the funeral and helped you through that terribly sad time. But I do know, Phyllis tells me that you and your husband saving up to go to New Zealand to see the family.
That's right.
Because you've got your daughter-in-law, Elaine, over there.
That's right.
And indeed 2 grandchildren you've never ever met.
Never met the grandchildren, and they're expecting their 3rd in May.
I know. Now, do you have any plans to go over to New Zealand?
No,
to see
unfortunately. It's very expensive.
It is.
Yes.
Well, that's good because, surprise, surprise, Eileen, we have flown all the family over from New Zealand to be here with you today. Here they are, your son Joseph, your daughter-in-law Elaine, your two grandchildren Rory and Lauren. Come in, everyone, here they are, there they are. Better take a break there. See you in a couple of minutes.
You'll find the magic never ends at Alton Towers.
Two seats to the opera. Wasted.
A deadline's a deadline. And I did try to call.
Well, I hope the coffee's good. It's Gold Blend. How was that Scottish trip? Log fires? Sheepskin rugs? It was cold. It was wet. It was work.
Rich coffee aroma, smooth coffee flavor. Nescafe Gold Blend.
Thank you.
What for?
You know what for.
Hey, I don't want the man you love to get the wrong idea.
I don't remember saying I loved him.
Making international calls used to be a bit of a palaver. Because first of all, you needed one of these.
What number do you require, please?
An operator this end. And then you needed one of those.
Go ahead, caller. You have your connection.
An operator that end. Nowadays, you just need one of these. International direct dialing makes ringing your grandson in Australia as easy as ringing your brother in Bradford.
Hello?
Peter? It's Granny.
I just wondered how it went at the dentist.
Great, Granny. No problem.
Another thing, international charges have never been lower.
Granny, do they have tooth fairies in England too?
I can't help her out on that one. It's good to talk.
Get it all together at the MFI sale. But hurry, this is your last chance. The sale ends on the 7th of June.
Ranieri, with the fresh taste of fruits of the forest. Ranieri, so intense in the ice cream.
Read all about it. Nothing happened.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Well, hello and welcome back. Now have a look at this. Voila! Oh, yes. Now, this uniform may not mean much to most of us here, but it means an awful lot to one man. And yes, surprise, surprise, it's you I'm talking about, Peter Ashman. Where are you, Peter? Come down here. I want to have a chat with you, Peter. Oh, two kisses.
Magnificent, isn't it?
What do you think? Now, you recognise this ceremonial uniform, don't you?
Very
because
much.
this is the one that they use in the Life Guards, of which you were a Lance Corporal over 40 years ago.
Oof.
It is that long. It is that long, Pete. It is. So you did your national service with the Life Guards.
Yes.
And indeed, you only got to wear this fabulous uniform once, didn't you? The ceremonial uniform.
It was a question, I think, of scraping what they could from the bottom barrel. And at the time, because the regiment had been called to the ships to go to Suez, and they were scratching the bottom of the barrel. I never really got to wear it properly. But you don't as national servicemen, but I was in the armoured division.
Well, surprise, surprise, you're going to get to wear it properly tonight.
Really?
Yes, you are, because I know it's been always your regret that you never ever wore it properly, and indeed you never had a photograph taken in. Well, tonight you're going to be kitted out in the full regalia, and what's more, you're going to have a set of pictures taken as well.
That is magnificent, Cilla. Thank you very much.
And here to kit you out in this very special uniform is Master Tailor Alan Button and Master Saddler Tim Mills. Come in, lads. Isn't that wonderful? Does that bring back happy memories for you?
It does, yes.
Oh, well, what are you waiting for? You better get changed, hadn't you? And we shall see you later, ladies and gentlemen. Tim, Alan, and Peter. See you later, lads.
As he formed, left, turn, right up
Well, now, have a look at this picture. Do you recognise this picture, anybody in our audience? Whose bedroom is this? Well, surprise, surprise, it's you, Aaron DaCosta. Where are you, Aaron? Aaron, come down here and join me on the Cilla sofa. And have a sit down there. Is this a surprise, Aaron, or what?
Surprise.
And that was your bedroom, wasn't it? Yes, it was, because your mum wrote and told me all about you. And I noticed on your walls there in your bedroom, it was full of posters. Who were the posters of, Chuck?
Michelle Gale.
Michelle Gale? Oh, you like her, do you? Well, what has Michelle Gale got that no other pop singer has?
She's different.
She's different. Is that all? You like her, don't you, Aaron? You do. Have you ever met Michelle?
No.
Well, surprise, surprise, you're going to meet her right now. Here she is. Say hello to your idol, Michelle Gale. Come in, Michelle. Michelle, in a word, he is gobsmacked.
I know.
He is gobsmacked, but you have come along especially to surprise him tonight, and I do believe you're going to dedicate your brand new record just for Aaron.
This is for you, Aaron.
Oh.
Okay, it's Freedom.
It's Freedom, it's that special song. Well, if you stand in your position, I'll give you that special surprise introduction, all right?
Okay.
Lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, and Aaron, here we have Michelle singing her brand new song, Freedom. And Michelle, that was fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Look at that. Well, what can I say? You were brilliant there, Michelle, and you certainly enjoyed yourself, didn't you, Aaron?
Sure did.
Yes, you sure did. Well, I've got something, a little something especially. Michelle sent this over today for you. Look at that, to go along with your posters, to put on your wall. And I've just noted, but it's not signed, Michelle. You haven't signed this. No, and it's not signed on the back either, Chuck. It's not signed. So will you sign this especially to our Aaron?
I will.
And where are you going to sign this special photo?
I'm going to take him away and sign it.
You're going to be taken away up to the party penthouse suite with Michelle, and she's going to sign that very special photograph for you, all right?
Thanks.
I've only one thing to say to you. You're going up to the party penthouse suite. Aaron, please try and keep it tidy. I've got to follow you in. Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Gale and Aaron DeCosta. There you go. Well, I bet you're all wondering about those bingo cards that you were given when you all came in, are you? Yeah. Well, I shall tell you, we're going to have a bit of fun now. We are going to have a bingo session. Now, what we need is a good bingo caller, and we have got the best. He's former Yellowcoat from Maplins. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only Paul Shane. Come in, Paul. Bucket.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Put the champers here.
They're all excited over there, and the big prize is that magnum of champagne, is that right?
It is, yes, yes.
Now, before you start shaking those balls in there, a little birdie tells me that you are going into rock and roll musical, no less.
Yes, I am. We're doing a 6-month tour of one called Twist and Shout, the greatest music. I mean, our music, Cilla, the early 60s.
Oh, yes.
Great stuff.
Do you get to sing in it?
Oh, yeah, all the time. I do about 5 songs. I'm loving it.
Oh, well, I'm coming to see you.
Oh, wait. Can't wait.
Get rocking and rolling with those bingo balls there.
Right, then, are you ready for a game at Lotto? Oh, I'm sorry, there I am, giving me age away. Bingo? Yeah, are you ready? Yeah! Right, eyes down, look in. And your first number is Kelly's Eye, number 1.
Number 1.
Yes. Your second number is Key of the Door, 21.
21.
Give me a shake up, yes. Anybody sweating yet? And we've got unlucky with some 13.
At 13.
Whoa, it's getting close. Hey, look at that. Legs, 11.
Woo! 11.
A good shake up here, yeah. What have we got? Oh, it's Maggie's Den, we used to say. Number 10.
Number 10.
Yes. And we've got 2 fat ladies, 88.
88, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
mean that in the nicest possible way. And, of course, we've got blind 50.
Blind 50. Oh,
Is anybody sweating? Hey? Oh, good, good. Right, 2 little ducks, 22.
Quack, quack, 22. Oh, we've got
that lady.
That lady in blue. You were talking about Maggie Thatcher, weren't you?
Absolutely.
She looks exactly like her from here.
does.
Come down here, Chuck. Bring the winning bingo card with you, love. Who's
Yeah,
our winner,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen? Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Say hello. All over there. Look at that. Now, just let's check the numbers. Just a quick... Oh, yes, she's got them all there,
Yes,
Paul.
number 1, 10, 22, 21, 8, 11, 13, 50. Nobody will disagree with that, will they?
No, right, well, you've got that. Now, would you like to present... What's your name, sweetheart?
Isa.
Isa. Would you like to present Isa with the magnum of champagne?
There you are, me darling, just for you. Congratulations.
isn't that
OK, and it's
lovely?
real. It's real.
Well, it's not very cold, though, is it? Not very cold, Paul.
Oh, that's very warm.
It's very warm. You can't celebrate with that tonight. Could you put that in the freezer, Paul?
I'll just take it away from me. I promise I'll
And
give it
I'll
you
have
back.
a
You can
chat
let
with
go.
Isa.
Yes. OK, I'll go and chill it.
And the best of luck with your brand new musical,
Bless
Twist
you,
and
darling.
Shout.
Bless
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Shane.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Wasn't that lucky, winning like that?
Wasn't how?
Do you ever go to bingo, Isa?
Yes.
You do? How often do you go?
Once a week.
Oh, so you like it then?
Yes.
Have you ever won a prize before at bingo?
Yes.
You have? What did you win?
£100.
£100. Oh, well, that's good for some, isn't it? What is the jackpot prize in bingo, where you go?
£1,000.
£1,000? Well, what would you do if you won that £1,000?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, your friends tell me that you would spend that money on a certain ticket to go somewhere, to see a very special person. Who would be that very special person who lives in Australia?
My brother.
It's your brother. It's your oldest brother, Robert.
Yes.
Well, you don't have to win any bingo prizes to go and see your brother, Robert. You haven't seen him for over 40 years. Surprise, surprise. You're going to see him now. You've always said you'd like to see him before, as you say, it's too late. It's never too late, Isa. He's right here. Come in, Robert. Say hello to your little sister, Isa. All the way from Australia. I think we better take a break there. See you in a couple of minutes. All right?
Head for Texas this weekend and help yourself to the best buys. You'll find great offers all around the store. Like free charcoal with every barbecue over £30. 5 litres of white Texas masonry paint. Buy 2, get 1 extra free. Save £10 on this pair of reclining patio chairs. These 6 litres of Texas emulsion paint for the price of 5. Best buys for all around your home.
Best buys of Texas.
I'm here to see just how far you can go on a gallon of petrol in this special edition Citroen AX, which gives me time to tell you about sunroof, sports seats, metallic paint, stereo radio cassette, and the free insurance. As for the fuel economy figures, I can't wait to find out.
The Citroen AX Elation, now at the very special price of £5,995.
Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes are delicious golden flakes of corn with honey, nuts and brown sugar. Which makes them absolutely irresistible. Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. The trouble is, they taste too good.
At Courts, there are now huge spring savings. And this bank holiday weekend, there's an amazing 12 months interest-free credit on all orders over £750. But the offer must end Bank Holiday Monday. There's 12 months interest-free credit for your house in Courts.
The sun touched us. We felt like flowers in a field. And for a moment, we found heaven. Sunflowers from Elizabeth Arden. The difference is Debenhams.
Tonight, I want them to be attracted by my mind, not just the size of my breasts.
Shine on, Harvey Moon.
It is possible to admire both.
Welcome back. Now, I'm looking for an Australian man, but one who has lived here since he was just 3 years old. And yes, it's you, Frank Barnes. Where are you, Frank? Come down here, Frank. I want to have a chat with you, love. Have a sit down.
Okay.
Hello, Frank. Well, a true blue Australian. But you have been in...
blue, but...
Well, you have been in this country since you were just 3 years old.
Yes.
And that was when your mum and dad, the whole family, emigrated to Great Britain.
That's right.
But you've had quite a tough life, haven't you, Frank?
Well, yeah, now and again.
Because you married over here and you had 4 children.
That's right.
But sadly, that marriage broke up, didn't it?
That's right, yeah.
And you were left to bring 4 young children up on your own.
That's right, yeah.
And then the other bad news came, was it 1971 when your dad died?
Yes.
Yes. So your mum decided to go back home to Australia, taking your youngest brother, Paul, with her.
Yes.
And then terrible news arrived 2 years later. Your mum had passed away.
Yeah.
But you have had some happy periods in your life, haven't you?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Because you were a chef, I believe, and you worked at Pinewood Film Studios.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Now, did you meet any of the film stars at Pinewood?
One or two.
I do believe, though, you did cook for some of the films, the Carry On films. Did you do that?
Yes.
So your food has appeared in the Carry On films.
It has, yes.
Well, surprise, surprise, you are going back to Pinewood Studios.
Oh.
But this time you're not going to cook for them. No. You are going to be guest of honour, the guest of honour. And we've got a special invitation for 2, so you can take a friend. And here to deliver that very special invitation is the star of Pinewood Studios, and indeed some of the Carry On films. It is, of course, the lovely Liz Fraser. Come in, Liz.
He cooked for me.
He cooked for you, and you lived to tell the tale.
I did indeed.
Now, our Liz presented you with that very special invitation, and it is for 2 people, isn't it?
Yes.
And just in case you can't think of anybody to take with you as your guest to Pinewood Studios, I've got the very person for you.
Really?
Yes. You haven't seen him for 25 years. He's come all the way from Australia just to be with you tonight.
Paul?
It's your youngest brother, Paul. Come in, Paul. Say hello to Frank. Isn't that great? Well, you know, you've got 25 years to catch up on. And our Liz has got the very place to take you to. You're going to the party penthouse suite as well. So have a drink on us, all right?
Lovely.
And we shall see you later. Thank you very much, Liz Fraser, and of course the boys, Frank and Paul. Thanks a lot. And as they march off, it's time for Lance Corporal Peter Ashman to march back on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's brilliant. He looks marvellous, doesn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Look at that. Yes, Peter. Peter, can you breathe in that outfit, can you?
Just about. I'm melting a little.
Just about. Well, I have to say, you look absolutely dashing. And we did promise you to have your photo taken, and I'm true to my word. Come in, Mike. Get ready to take the pictures. Now...
I can't believe this.
Oh, you can't? Well, it is happening. Say cheese.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Cheese.
Gorgonzola. Smile, gentlemen.
Very well done, Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Button, Tim Mills, and of course, Lance Corporal Peter Ashman.
As in four, left, turn, on the front, pitch, march.
Now, do you remember Vi and Monica? Well, I hear they're both ready and raring to go. Freddie and his Dreamers are all tuned up, so let's listen to them playing I'm Telling You Now, accompanied by Vi and Monica, the Cillarettes.
I'm telling you now, I'm telling you right away, I'll be saying for many a day, I'm in love with you now. I'm telling you now, I'll say what you want to hear, I'll be saying for many a year, I'm in love with you now. Do you think I'm fooling when I say I love you? Maybe you'll believe me when I'm finally through. I'm telling you now, I know it's been said before, say you love me and I will be sure, I'm in love with you now. I'm telling you now, I'm telling you right away, I'll be saying for many a day, I'm in love with you now. Do you think I'm fooling when I say I love you? I love you. Maybe you'll believe me when I'm finally through. I'm telling you now, I know it's been said before, say you love me and I'll be sure, I'm in love with you now. I'm in love with you now. I'm telling you now.
Well, wasn't that fab? Yeah. Well, now, I've got a very, very big surprise for somebody sitting here in our audience tonight. And surprise, surprise, it's for you, John Hinton. Surprise, surprise, John. Please come and join me on the Cilla sofa. You sit down there, John. Well, you knew there was something going on. Well, it's all down to your lovely daughter, Lisa. She wrote a lovely letter telling me all about you. In fact, your story, I have to say, John, is a truly remarkable one. I have to take you back to the time, start this story at the time when you were born. Now, your mum was unmarried, and she knew that when you were born, she was going to have to give you up for adoption because of the stigma and the circumstances of that time. Now, on the same ward as your mum, there was a certain lady who she befriended. And this certain lady had devastating news because she gave birth to a baby that was stillborn. Well, your mum, after long consultations with this lady, said, would you mind taking my son on? And this she did. And she became your adoptive mother. Well, your adoptive parents were terrific with you. They loved you. Indeed, you loved them. You had a marvellous childhood. But it's always stayed with you. You've always wondered who was this mother that gave you up at birth. And it wasn't till last Christmas that your dear wife, Maureen, up there, started the ball rolling. Is that right?
She did.
Yes. She got in touch with the adoption societies. Told you your mother's name. But sadly, you had the dreadful news that your mum had passed away in 1992. Well, that was, yes, that was a bit of a blow, more than a bit of a blow, to say the least. But your Maureen never gave up. because she wanted to find out whether you had any more relatives. And she did, didn't she?
She did.
She found out that you had a sister named Eileen. And where was Eileen living?
In Australia.
In Australia. Well, Maureen did all the talking.
Yeah.
And she phoned your sister up. And, well, Eileen was very, very shocked, to say the least. But there was a bigger shock for you and Maureen when Eileen told her that you also had a brother named Stan.
That's right.
Now, Stan did live nearer to home. Where does Stan live?
In Birmingham, Great Park.
In Birmingham? Well, I know you made arrangements, you and Maureen, to meet your brother Stan and his wife Dee at the VE Day celebrations.
We did.
Gosh, that must have been an emotional time.
It was really, yeah.
Well, you've only met your brother once. Well, surprise, surprise, you're going to see him again. Say hello to your brother Stan. Come in, Stan. Have a sit down there. Well, Stan, this is a truly remarkable story, as I've said. What was the reunion like on that big day?
Oh, fantastic. Took quite a bit of ale, didn't we? We did.
And champagne. So you hit it off straight away.
Oh, yeah.
And I do believe during that time, both of you decided to ring your sister Eileen in Australia. Is that right?
We did on Sunday, yes.
Well, I know, Stan, that you've only seen your sister the last time you saw her. How many years ago? Was it 6 years ago?
4 years.
Oh, it was 4 years. That's not that long. But it was only 6 weeks ago that you knew that you had a sister who existed. Well, surprise, surprise.
Really?
Surprise, really. Your sister Eileen is not in Australia this evening. She's come all the way over just to be with the brothers tonight. So say a big hello and give a big hug. Here she is. Come in, Eileen. Reaching out, holding hands, reliving memories as we smile through the years, the tears, the fears disappear. Life is full of surprises. It's surprising how dreams come true. Life is full of surprises, and the nicest surprise in my life is you. Well, that's all we have time for this week, I'm afraid. I'd like to thank everyone who's taken part in tonight's show, especially Valerie Singleton, Ruth Maddock, Michelle Gale, Paul Shane, Liz Fraser, and Freddie and the Dreamers. We'll be back with more surprises next week, so until then, hurrah then!
And in fact, there's live and exclusive coverage of England versus Western Samoa in the Rugby World Cup next Sunday. So, surprise, surprise, we'll be back in 2 weeks' time.